research implies that nutrition education can assist improve children's diet, particularly during the PKP seasons, but adjustment in the spectrum of foods available to children may be essential. Using data from surveys on children's daily food expenditure, linear and non-linear programming can be utilized to generate suggestions.
Next, for the problem statement, as being stated by UNICEF in 2019, in Malaysia, 20.7% of children under the age of 5 suffer from retard, 11.5% suffer from deteriorate, and 12.7% of children between the age 5 until 19 years old suffer from overweight. However, all of us must have experience where healthy food is more expensive than other food. For example, the price of an organic pack of spaghetti at Tesco is RM6.99. Meanwhile, the normal price of a pack of spaghetti is RM2.90 only. Therefore, the problem statement for this research is, what is the way to minimize the cost for every nutrient intake requirement for children by using linear programming?
The objective for this project are to construct the linear programming model for a real-life diet problem among children. Second, to solve the linear programming model using a graphical and Excel method that has been stated in our objective 1. Third, to minimum amount of required nutrient for a child in a daily intake corresponding to the nutrient.
The proposed project is significant because it can help children to have a balanced diet in daily intake at home and improve the practices of healthy lifestyle to prevent them from contracting any disease at a young age. Basically, this project focuses on children between 9 to 12 years old, which is the age that they cannot choose either the food diet is good for them or the food diet is actually unhealthy. Last but not least, this project can be the guidelines that can be used by the parents or guardians for them to choose wisely what kind of food that they can give to their children.
Phase 1 data collection. To collect data, we prepare and distribute some questionnaire to ask the child's parents about their child's daily intake of food and the budget that is given from parents to their children for the daily intake of food. We also refer to some data and information from the internet. Surveys are conducted using Google Form. In this project, we take data on 4 age levels and these are categorized as 9 years, 10 years, 11 years and 12 years old. For our limitation, we have shown only the level of ages between 9 to 12 years old. The question we ask is as follows: child's name, age of child, specific child's height in cm, state child weight in kilogram, estimate daily food price expenditure per child rm, estimate daily food intake of child. What is the estimate daily food intake of a child? Do you agree that healthy food intake is important for a child? Do you agree to make this menu a child daily staple? Do you know the quantity of nutrients that a child should take in a day? Does your child have a food allergy? From this question, we can see that the most of them are too worried about their child's daily intake of nutrients. In addition, based on the parents' answer, they all take good care of their child when they do not really care about the cost of the food if the nutrient is complete in daily food intake.
Phase 2 data analysis. First, descriptive analysis. Sort of data analysis that have to explain, show or synthesis data point in a constructive way so that the pattern can develop that certify all the data condition. Second, LP analysis using Excel and graph. Third is sensitive analysis by using a Lindo. Step taken: first, draw out our objective. Second, prepare questionnaire. Third, clean data for data analysis. Fifth, interpret result. And sixth, complete result or conclude.
So the question that we use in this project is we want to help baby Shima's mother, where she wants to ensure that baby Shima consumes the right quantity of the two foods, which is plain rice with drumstick fried chicken and plain rice with boiled meat, to satisfy crucial nutritional and cost data as shown in the table. Therefore, we formulate LP model as shown, where we have two variables, which is plain rice with drumstick fried chicken and plain rice with boiled meat, and also we formulate 3 con 3. By using graphical method, we get the value of x1 and x2 and we get graph as shown. We also use Excel method to get the exact value of x1 and x2, and the conclusion by using the two methods is we got the same value of x1, which is 3.055, and x2 is 1.330, where Baby Shima's mother need to prepare 3 portions of plain rice with drumstick fried chicken and a portion of plain rice with boiled meat as Baby Shima's daily intake.
For sensitivity analysis, we use Lindo to calculate the allowable decrease and increase for both variable x1 and x2. So, the allowable decrease for x1 is 66.071732 and the allowable increase for x2 is infinity. So, the objective coefficient range for x1 is 66.071732 to infinity, while the allowable decrease for x2 is 5 and the allowable increase for x2 is 20.202610. So the objective coefficient range for x2 is 5 to 20.202610.
Based on the survey answers given by parents, 16 nutritions are calculated using graphical methods and Excel methods. In addition, Lindo analysis is conducted as well for sensitivity analysis in comparison with linear programming analysis. These are the comparisons between the graphical method and Excel method. Graphical method graph provide a clearer picture of a set of data value and enabling managers to incorporate this understanding into their analysis and future plans. While the Excel method is faster than the graphical method in finding a solution to linear programming. From the questionnaire, range of age based on the survey shows that 9 years old is 17.9%, 10 years old is 20.9%, 11 years old is 19.4%, and lastly, 12 years old is 41.8%.
Based on the bar graph, we can see that the estimate daily food expenditure for the children is between RM3 and RM25. This has shown that there are some parents who splurge on their child. Meanwhile, there are some parents who are quite thrifty toward their child, maybe because of their condition. Next, the bar graph shows the estimate daily food intake of a child. As we can see and observe, the majority of the parents give 3 and 4 meals a day for their children. There are also parents that give their child 5 to 6 meals a day. However, there are some parents that only give their child 1 meal a day. This is maybe because of their child condition, or maybe the parents have some financial problem to provide food for their children.
Okay, from the questionnaire, here we can see that we know that all the parents have agreed that nutrient intake for their children is very important for them. Okay, based on the questionnaire that have been answered by the parent, 2 choice of meal are given. First is the meal was plain rice with fried chicken. And then the second meal was plain rice with boiled meat.
From questionnaire, total number of parents that agreed to make this menu a child's daily staple is 89.6%, and the balance 10.4% is disagreed to make this menu a child's daily staple. From questionnaire, number of parents that know the quantity of nutrients that a child should take in a day is 24, and the 44 parents do not know the quantity of nutrients that a child should take in a day.
Okay, for the conclusion, it is very important to select a good choice of food in order to satisfy the daily recommended nutrient intake. Based on the diet discovered, the best menu are plain rice with drumstick, fried chicken. From the research we made, calories for plain rice and drumstick fried chicken are 67.391 gram, while calories for plain rice and boiled meat are 20.606 gram. So the daily intake requirement are not more than the children should take, which is 285.116 gram per day. When the calories are reduced, the food taken is stated to be more nutritious. In addition, the price for the plain rice with drumstick fried chicken is cheaper compared to plain rice with boiled meat. This parent had to face the reality when all of us live in challenging days. but they still choose to give the best and the most nutritious meal even though the meal is expensive. The diet discovered from this research might only be best suited for children between 9 to 12 years old that are in primary school. This is because the diet only considered in the LP models are chosen based on the menu easily available for the age of primary school and the daily recommended intakes. Therefore, a separate research can be carried out on those places to obtain diet which are suitable for those places using similar method and procedure.